all right. Welcome to Avoid the Fire. I am Minister Sharif. I'd like to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. And here at Avoid the Fire, we like to talk about the spirit realm. We don't talk much about the physical realm. Talking about the spirit realm is called and considered going behind the veil. We are not who we see in the mirror, and we need to find out our true identity. And here today, I am at Atlanta Web Radio, and with my dear friend Jamal Whiten, and I try to speak to you once at least every Sunday and about your true identity, because knowing your identity is very, very, very important. People be like, what am I supposed to be doing? How can I become a man, or how do I become a woman? And the world will tell you once you reach a certain age that you are a man and that you are a woman. And that's not true. One thing we need to know and learn is it takes time. It takes time. You come in the world as a male or a female, and then you are to mature into a woman or a man. When a child comes into this world, it comes in as a male or a female. And then a whole lot of labels is placed on that child. You're a boy, you're a cousin, you're a stepson, stepchild, you're a man, you're from this country, you're from that country. All these labels. And the same thing for the girls. You're a girl, you're a sister, you're a half brother, you're a half sister, you're an auntie, you're the second cousin, third, all those labels, which causes confusion. God never made a lady, and God never made a gentleman. Those labels go on the physical vessel. God deals with the inside spirit. The inside spirit. The inside vessel that is carrying your will, your mind, and your emotions. I want to teach today on your true identity. All right? Because many, many, many people say, well, I'm only human. And that's not true. What I would like to do is let's go to Jeremiah 1 verse 4. See if I can find that. Jeremiah 1 chapter 4. Jeremiah 1, and it's going to be like verse 4, I believe. Yes, then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, verse 5, Jeremiah chapter 1. Now we're going to verse 5. Before I formed you. Let's stop right there. In order to understand the Bible, you need to have the mind of God, who will teach you the language of God. God is a spirit, and he speaks spirit. He's a spirit that is all-knowing. He knows your native tongue. He knows everyone's native tongue because he's the one that passed out the language. the Tower of Babel in Genesis, there was one language, and God changed that one language and gave them many languages for confusion. Gave them many languages, which because he knew down the road it's going to be different nationalities, division. That's what the big thing was with the Tower of Babel, division. Okay, so God speaks spirit. So you need to understand and learn how to speak spirit, how to understand spirit. Okay? And the spirit, how can I say, in order to learn the understanding of the spirit, you have to practice using the spiritual meaning to a word. How do you do that? You take the word out the physical. For example, if I say see, do you see that? You're going to say yes. It's blue, it's green, it's tall, it's fat. And you're taking the word see and putting the meaning that the usage of your eyes. No. I ask you, did you see that? Do you see him? Do you see her? I'm asking you, do you understand him and her? As in, now I see. The word see means understanding. That's one meaning, but the other meaning would be physical. With God, you have to take the spiritual meaning. God deals with your hearing, because with your hearing, you can see, meaning you can understand. God doesn't deal with the five senses, the smelling, the tasting. Matter of fact, there goes a scripture that says, taste and see. Well, taste doesn't mean with your mouth. Taste means to experience, and see means understand. The goodness, the spirit producing righteousness of concerning the Lord. That's spiritual teaching. And that's what we do here at Avoid the Fire. It says, 5, Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. Before I formed thee, form. The word form means to put into words. My point to this is going to be, before you were born, you were created. Look at Jeremiah 1. Before you were born, you were created. That's profound. And you need to meditate on that. Before you came into this world, you were created. And once God finished creating you, he says, be. That's the Big Bang. Be. Now, I created her, I created him. At the age of 2, this is going to happen to him or her. At the age of 5, this is what's going to happen to him or her inside these physical vessels that's called earth suits. God gives each person 2 paths to travel down. You're either going to take the path of his adversary, or you're going to take follow his word. All we ever do in these lives here on earth is choose which voice we're going to listen to. You either listen to the voice that wants to bless you,